Hi, welcome back to the second clip of the overview of Bend Don't Break. Now, in this clip, we're going to talk about what is resilience and what strengthens it. Now, we better talk about resilience because it's in the title of the book, Bend Don't Break, Building Strengths that Support Resilience. Now, what is resilience? Now, it's been the English language for years. Zilere, it's Latin. Zilere means to jump, to resile, jump back. But the definition, I've always liked this one. Resilience is defined as that capacity, those strengths inside ourselves and outside ourselves to help us rise above, transcend adversity. And I really like that little picture here that are we talking about? There's a model of resilience, the I am, I can, I have factors. That's from the Bernard Lear Foundation. But the way research with resilience tells us it's like a reservoir. If we're born with the capacity for resilience, well, does life drain it out of us, or do we keep replenishing, rebuilding those strengths to build resilience? And the research would tell us there's no monopoly when you can strengthen resilience if we know how. Now, on page 6 and 7 of the workbook, we talk about resilience. Now, the building blocks for resilience, what are they? There's 4. It's having a stable person in your life, somebody you can lean on. And I'm going to jump down to the bottom one, feeling involved and connected, feeling part of something, feel like you have a connection and you can make a contribution. The middle 2, now any school of resilience always has this one, believing in your ability, believing that you can overcome hardship, guide your destiny. But then the last one, feeling equipped to manage your behavior and emotions. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about in this booklet. Now, what research is telling us, and right through the whole COVID experience, what we found was the most significant source of somebody's well-being was their sense of agency. Now, what is agency? Agency is when somebody decides what they need, what they're going to benefit them. Now, agency has 3 parts. First off, that's self-efficacy, that belief, I can do this. The second, an optimism, a hope, a belief that, it's going to help me. And the third, imagination, you can apply it to a whole range of places. So you choose what's going to be helpful for you, then you do it. Now, we could talk about resilience for quite a long time. We don't want to get bogged down on it, but we're going to finish with this bit. Researchers in resilience have identified 7 factors that support resilience. This is from a book called The Resilience Factor by Andrew Sate and Karen Vedich. Now, when you hear these are very similar to what we have in the workbook. First off, recognize your feelings. Be able to put a name on what you feel. Even by naming it, you can begin to claim it. The second skill of resilience, when things happen, be able to create thinking time. Be able to step back. The third then is related to that, use that thinking time to analyze, to think, to turn on that thinking time to what choice do I have? Where's this coming from? What am I going to do with that? The next one, staying hopeful, optimistic, seeing, that you can see things in a balanced way and not get locked into that negativity. And believing in your ability, that any school resilience always puts that at the heart of it. And empathy, being able to understand somebody else's situation, well, that's going to support relationships. Now, reaching out has 2 parts. Being able to grab onto new opportunities, but to be able to ask for support. Now, what I'd like you to think about at the end of this short clip is, what are 1 or 2 of those skills you've used this week? Now, we're not particularly good at seeing our strengths, so let's just begin to see if you can do that. What of these 7 strengths did you use? And I'm going to help you cheat a little bit. Reaching out. Okay, you've moved to the second clip. You've started to watch it. Is that reaching out? Yeah, I think it is. Grabbing onto new opportunities. And it could be linked to the next one, staying hopeful. Yeah, this could help me. So think about some of those skills you've used this week. And in the next clip, we're going to start to break down that model. Catch it, pause it, challenge it, and change it. Let's start with catch it. But thanks for tuning into this, and I hope you keep going. Thank you.